Hi there, Doug Stimman with IT Creations with an interesting edge unit, the Lenovo ThinkEdge SE100. This surprisingly small server is designed for space-constrained environments and can be mounted in a rack, attached to the wall, ceiling, on top of a desk, or under it. This system is AI optimized to process data at the edge, bypassing the cloud and data center to reduce latency. Processing at the edge also increases security by keeping processing and analysis on-premise. Doubling down, the data is encrypted if the system is tampered with. Like our channel, then hit that subscribe button. Maybe leave a comment. In the meantime, let's get to it. The Lenovo ThinkEdge SE100 is targeted at retail and manufacturing markets to address machine learning, video analytics, edge AI, augmented reality, and real-time processing, to name a few. At 2.1 liters in volume, it's about the same size as a book of photography that you might place on your coffee table. I wouldn't recommend placing any drinks on it, even with coasters. It has a single processor, codenamed Arrow Lake. The Intel Core Ultra Series 2 processor is paired with up to 64 gigabytes of DDR5 memory, plus the option to install a GPU adapter expansion kit or Ethernet adapter expansion kit. Our system includes a 140-watt external power adapter. It also has a single-wide GPU adapter module which gloms onto the left side of the SE100 base chassis. The front of the base chassis includes several ports, including two HDMI 2.0 ports, an RJ45 serial port, two USB-C ports. One of those USB-C ports is for the Lenovo X-Clarity controller for local management. The other is for the CPU port OS display. Just above those, two USB-A ports, and then a UART switch button, unit ID button, and a power on button with a pull bar above that. There are several LED lights below to check system status at a glance, including a UART LED, Air Status LED, and Activation LED. There are also two pull-out tabs, one for the X-Clarity login defaults, and the other includes the platform serial number. Are you interested in this Lenovo ThinkEdge SE100 short-depth edge server? If you are, then for a limited time you can save up to $300 off the price of a system that's listed or one that you can configure at IT Creations that's valued at $3,000 or more. Just click that link to learn more. When you're ready to make a purchase, just mention this video to save. itcreations.com. By the way, if you're not familiar with that UART acronym, it stands for Universal Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter. It's an integrated circuit used for serial communications. It converts parallel data from a CPU into serial data for transmission. The receiver portion then converts the serial data back to parallel data and is commonly used for short-distance communications, like for edge appliances. That would be the Cliff Note version. In this case, it's either on or off, and when it's on, an X-Clarity controller log is produced. When off, a CPU log. It seems to be used specifically for management. Around back, even more ports. There you can see the four mini display ports from the GPU adapter on the right, then a dedicated RJ45 port for remote management of the system using the X-Clarity controller, then two additional RJ45 ports offering 1 gigabit Ethernet, two USB-A connectors, and then two USB-C ports for power. Both can be used as a port connector, but that one to the right is USB 2.0 and can also support the X-Clarity controller. Each of those also includes an LED below and a screw slot above to secure a power cable. On the side of the system is a Kensington lock slot.
Hello, Mrs. Kensington.
Hello, Alston.
Using the dedicated management port allows for remote management of the system using the built-in Lenovo X-Clarity controller. It continuously monitors system status, can trigger alerts, and perform recovery protocols to minimize downtime in the event of a failure. The X-Clarity Provisioning Manager includes built-in diagnostics in UEFI mode to help streamline maintenance tasks. You can also use the X-Clarity Essentials 1 CLI for command line interface prompts. An X-Clarity Administrator mobile app is available for smartphone or tablet and is enabled by connecting to one of the USB ports. X-Clarity Energy Manager provides automated controls to lower energy costs. The top cover panel is covered with heat-dissipating aluminum fins. Once removed, you can see two large fans mounted to another aluminum cover panel with aluminum fins. That cover panel houses the fans and has a number of thermal pads on the underside. Those two covers are essentially a heat sink for the CPU, memory modules, and M.2 storage devices. On the back of that top cover panel is a QR code to get quick access to service information. Removing the fan bracket, you can see a number of thermal pads covering the memory module, M.2 storage sticks, and processor heatsink. Memory can be upgraded or replaced, but the same cannot be said of the CPU, which is soldered onto the motherboard. The two M.2 module slots are for 2280 form factor drives only. On the back of the motherboard, there is another memory module slot, another M.2 drive, and a micro SD card socket. That micro SD card can be used for additional storage accessible by Lenovo's X-Clarity controller. M.2 drive slots include one SATA M.2 drive slot and two NVMe M.2 drive slots. The system can be configured for 3 M.2 NVMe as well, depending on configuration. The one on the bottom is the boot drive and supports SATA or NVMe protocols. The other two include an NVMe interface. As I said earlier, this system can be rack-mounted, either using a ThinkEdge SE100 1U2N enclosure or the SE100 1U3N enclosure. The SE100 1U2N supports 2 SE100 nodes outfitted with a PCI or GPU expansion kit. The other, the SE1U3N enclosure, will accept just the base units only, with 3 nodes across the front of the standard width enclosure. If using one of the enclosure options, the topmost fin cover panel on the SE100 node is removed. With the enclosure option, 1 or 2 300-watt PSUs can be installed, with 2 for redundancy. There is another manual specifically for internal cable routing of the enclosure, as you are still using a cable connection from the SE100 node to the PSUs in the enclosure. Mounting to other locations may require a DIN rail. If you don't have a GPU adapter like our system, then you can install an expansion filler to cover the PCI slot. Alternatively, instead of the GPU adapter, you can install an optional PCI expansion module that delivers 2 ports with a 10 gigabit Ethernet wired connection. Still, you only get 1 more PCI slot, so either a GPU or optional network adapter. Either a Broadcom 5719 or 57416 network adapter can be installed. One of those has a x4 interface and the other a x8 interface. Both are half-height, low profile. PCI slot the adapter connects with is a PCIe 4.0 x8 slot. Presumably with the x4 host interface of the Broadcom 5719, you get a surplus of 4 PCI lanes, which would enable the SATA NVMe M.2 slot to be configured as an NVMe slot. Ours has a GPU adapter with an NVIDIA RTX A2000E GPU. Either an NVIDIA RTX A1000 with 8 gigabytes of memory or RTX A2000E Ada with 16 gigabytes of memory can be installed in the GPU adapter module. For GPU support, the adapter includes a single-wide low-profile PCI 4.0 x8 slot with a fan on the front of the adapter that pulls fresh air in through a replaceable air filter. With just the base unit, the Lenovo ThinkEdge SE100 would be considered a 1/3 width short-depth server. With a GPU or network card adapter attached, it's 1/2 width. This is a specialized unit that would be perfect for use in remote environments or a small retail store. And there you have it. If you are interested in the SE100, I've placed a few links in the description below, or you can use that one right there, itcreations.com. Until next time, I'm Doug Stuman with IT Creations, and thanks for watching.